Here we are, episode 1, dude. Well, technically episode 2.
Yeah.
I don't know how much talking we really need to do about that.
Episode 1 was a flunk. Episode 2 is here now.
Yeah.
And that's what matters.
That's the important part.
I'm Steven.
I'm Jack.
And we are best friends.
And we are doing our best to get there, but we don't know when that'll be. So
Some could say
we're bringing you along for the journey.
We will get there. Some could say.
That was good. That was really funny.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, episode 1 didn't really work out. It did not go the way we wanted it to go.
It was aight. Mid at best.
It was a little bit less than aight. I felt bad. I felt really physically ill.
That is true. That was a really bad recording session.
Yeah,
it was a good recording session. Everything relating to it was miserable.
Miserable, yeah.
So
we intended to record it at somewhere in the ballpark of 11 a.m., and we didn't end up recording it until 6 p.m., so it was...
And we recorded for an hour, so do that math.
Yeah. Oof, man.
Okay. Well,
so, yeah, episode 2.
Episode 2?
The first.
How quirky.
I'm really excited. I guess, even though we don't really need to tread the same water, I suppose we just introduce ourselves super quickly, since episode 1 has been scrapped. I am Jack. This is Steven. We've been incredibly good friends for a very long time now, and we have so much pent-up comedy inside of us that just needs to get out into the world. And this podcast kind of represents the first step in that, I suppose.
You had this idea since my junior year of high school.
Yeah, my sophomore year.
That doesn't make sense. It would have been in my senior year of high school and your sophomore year. There we go.
Was it our freshman? Maybe it was my freshman year then.
Somewhere in high school, we had
somewhere in high school. Yeah, somewhere in high school. We're both in college now.
Because we're growing up and getting out in the big world.
Getting out. We're in the big leagues now, boy.
Yeah, man.
But yeah. So this podcast is titled We'll Get There. And the basic gist is that no matter how old you get, you're always just trying to figure it out. You know, nobody ever has it figured out. We're all just faking it until we make it. And what better way to figure it out and to figure someone else out specifically than by asking questions?
Asking questions. I like that.
You see where where I'm going with this? Yeah.
I see where you're going with it.
So this podcast is a very simple setup. Steven and I were simply going to ask each other questions.
I like that. That's a good idea for a podcast.
Yeah.
We should do that.
We should do that. So, I mean, I think the best way to explain is just by doing it. Should we just ask the first question?
I think that's a great idea, Jackson.
Here, I'll go first.
You do the honors.
You seem very geeked out about your questions, so I have a feeling mine are a little bit more boring.
No, not boring. Tangible.
Yeah, sane, maybe. Yeah. So I guess I'll start with mine. This is a very simple one. This could not have any comedy juice in it, or we could go for a really long time. It kind of just depends. If you were getting abandoned by your parents, picture, let's say for the sake of this argument, you're somewhere in your mid-childhood. We'll say like 10 to 12, right? Yeah. And you're getting abandoned by your parents, and they're abandoning you in a fast food place.
Okay.
Which fast food place are you going to want to be abandoned at?
Bro, that's a good question. I like that.
Yeah.
So do I go with the realistic answer or the I'm fat answer?
I mean, well...
Okay.
Because there's a lot of factors to take into play here.
Yeah. We could take it realistic, okay? So
what was your first gut
My
instinct?
first mindset was like, okay, I'm stuck there. You know, I feel like it'd be normal to be like, it's my favorite. My favorite one is the one I would want to go to. But if you're abandoned by your parents, you ain't got no bread. You ain't got no dough to buy no money with. So you have to base it on what vibe and what hospitality the restaurant can offer rather than the food.
Yeah. So I loop back real fast, I guess, just cover our bases. What is your favorite fast food restaurant?
Favorite fast food restaurant?
If that's how you were answering the question. Kind of do a twofer.
Like, what's my favorite child? It's hard to ask that kind of level of question. You answer since you asked first.
That's true. Yeah, mine is pretty. I know mine. Mine is definitely Culver's, and I know it's not. I don't necessarily think that they do any one thing the best.
Right.
But they just do everything really well.
Right. Cumulatively,
you can't, there's nothing about Culver's. You'll never get something from Culver's and it's bad, you know?
Okay.
That's valid.
I've
never had a bad experience there. The one thing I will say, actually, that they do the best, their customer service is the best out of any fast food restaurant I have ever been to.
Right.
I mean, they truly, like, their employees have smiles on their faces, which is crazy. That's wild.
Yeah, you don't find many places. Usually it's like a vibe of like, it's 2 a.m. and I'm here because I have to be.
It doesn't matter if it's 11 a.m. They're going about their day as if it's 2 a.m.
Yeah. I respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know. There's something about Culver, like, that mentality makes me feel like there's something deeper going on. Because who is that happy being at a fast food restaurant?
That is true.
Let's be so for real.
Because it's like, if I was working in a fast food place, I would never in a million years be happy with the fact that I have to, like, take food out to people's tables.
I'm hungry all day, and I'm angry, and there's really terrible customers. You ain't gonna catch me smiling, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it, like, I'm going to make the food slop somehow, and I'm going to slop it on their tray. Just
right.
Like
or even just the classic spitting in their food type of thing. But that doesn't happen. That does kind of lend itself to, like, what's going on there.
That's so true. Why are you smiling? Why are you so happy?
Why are you happy?
I don't like the... You should be
because they're not getting paid super well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll put up with any fast food bullshit if I'm getting paid, $17, $18 an hour.
When I get my food, I want to feel the misery in it.
I guess that is... in some sense, the appeal of fast food, isn't it?
I want to feel bad about myself and you when I leave.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Culver's, I think, aside from the social aspects of it, very good food. I went once.
It is.
It was very good.
I've gone more than once, to put it conservatively.
Look at you branching out. That's brave.
Yeah.
Mine's difficult because it's like...
You do, yeah. You're very passionate about a lot of fast food places.
I have this quandary in my own personality where I really enjoy liking things. So it's hard.
Every single time we have a conversation, you can't count on two hands the amount of times you say, this is my favorite.
This is my favorite thing.
This is my favorite thing.
I have a new favorite every week, and they compound. I don't have any less favorites. It's just I acquire more.
Yeah.
So, favorite fast food chain? I had a legendary Raising Cane's experience in St. Louis, Missouri.
You basic.
I'm not saying it. Hey, dude, let me cook. Let me cook. I wouldn't even say because of the food. Mind you, the food was great, right?
Mm-hmm.
Food was great. I was on an electric scooter for an hour to get to this Raising Cane's, and I passed a man with a firearm. I know I did.
That's super cool.
He had a big old puffer jacket on, and he had his hand slipped inside of his jacket, just where a firearm would be whenever you were a really cool person. And I didn't get on his bad side. I refused to, because then I wouldn't get to Raising Cane's, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
So I finally get there. I'm starving because I was on a scooter for an hour to get there.
Yeah, a famously, exertive form of transportation. A lot of work is involved in making the electric scooter go.
It was taxing mentally. I was in survival mode. I was trying to survive St. Louis.
But yeah.
But it was an angelic experience.
Mm.
So henceforth, I think my favorite has to be Zaxby's.
Zaxby's does sort of have, I guess, stepbrother energy.
I feel like
to Raising Cane's.
Yeah, no fast food restaurant I feel like encapsulates me more than Zaxby's. You show up and you're like, do I want chicken or do I want a different kind of chicken? And is it all gonna be good or is it all gonna be terrible? It's like my life in a nutshell, bro.
That's fair. Well, and Zaxby's, I feel like, Zaxby's for me has always been, the food is either every morsel of food on your plate is 100% immaculate.
Yeah.
Or it's all...
the worst thing ever.
It's like one congealed mass that's been sitting in a heat lamp for 12 eons.
You either get, pristine chicken with the absolute, crispiest fries, or you got that pink chicken with some dang sludge fries or whatever.
Yeah.
Man, I'm kind of hungry now. Why is that having that effect? I don't like that.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, I've even had, I've had this conversation before with people where it's some fast food places, the appeal is that it's not good.
That's fair.
Like Cookout, for example. I really don't think that Cookout food is actually that good.
Right.
And, if you go to Cookout when all the stuff is fresh and they're making it for you, it's not good. You don't want good Cookout. You go to Cookout...
to feel American.
Yeah.
To feel patriot.
If you make good food, all good food is kind of the same, If you make a really well-made burger... there's like one way to make it well.
It's going to taste like a well-made burger.
It's going to taste like a really well-done burger. But bad quality food can be so many different... Like,
it's a spectrum.
Yeah. Cookout bad is the only way to taste cookout bad, you know?
On the spectrum
Or
of
like
foods.
bad Bojangles. That's the only way you can taste bad Bojangles. You don't want Bojangles when it's like fresh. You want it when it's been sitting under a heat lamp.
Dude, say what you will, man. Their biscuits are you get a fresh Bojangles biscuit.
I suppose, yeah. The biscuits are...
It's spiritual.
The biscuits are maybe an exception, but...
Yeah, the chicken supremes or whatever they call it.
Yeah, they're just tenders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
They're just chicken tenders.
Yeah, chicken tenders. But, yeah, I guess if I was going to be left anywhere, it'd be... I've had very pleasant experiences with co-work... No, I haven't worked there. With the workers. Co-workers in Christ. But the co-workers... No, the workers. I've had great experiences with the workers at Zaxby's. They've always been nice and hospitable. So if I was going to be left there by my parents because they were disappointed in me and didn't want me anymore, I'd be there. They'd be very nice.
Yeah, and that's kind of... I think my answer would be Culver's because it's for the same reason. You know, like their customer service has always been top notch. At least at all the ones I've been. I guess I've never been to one up in the Midwest. I've only been to the ones here in North Carolina. But I mean, the Midwest is classically really nice.
Right.
So I imagine it's probably the same.
Okay. Extension of that question. Not fast food chain. Like restaurant
Just
chain.
any restaurant.
I already have my answer.
It definitely wouldn't be fast food if we're expanding the
Right.
options. It would definitely be sit down.
That's what I mean. Like forget fast food, sit down restaurant. What one would you want to be left in as a child?
That's tough.
I already know mine.
What's yours?
Cracker Barrel.
Really?
Without a doubt, Cracker Barrel, bro. First off, best pancakes this side of the Mississippi. Let's get that out.
Well, but remember, you're a child. You don't have any dough. You're not eating.
Okay,
there.
I'll sit and play checkers for 7 years, dude. You can just sit and play checkers.
That's true, I suppose.
You can go to the shop and you can just dick around the entire time.
My first thought when I heard that was what's the most comfortable place?
Also, I would dare say Cracker Barrel.
Really? It's all like wooden chairs.
Feels like home.
It's got that old
Feels
southern
like
charm.
Grandpappy's house.
Yeah.
And I respect that. I respect that vibe. What, are you gonna go to Red Lobster? I feel like I'm sea fishing right now. That's not the
True.
deal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be on a boat, that's for sure.
No, I want to be in a good little log cabin with old Grandpappy, playing with wooden checkerboards and rocking chairs I can't afford.
Those rocking chairs are so ungodly expensive.
Yeah.
They're so expensive.
And I like that. I like feeling like I have goals. Yeah, I like goals. So that easiest answer in my life.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I can get behind that. The first thought I had was, somewhat of a Bob Evans experience.
I feel like Bob Evans is just like sadder Cracker Barrel.
Bob Evans isn't sadder Cracker Barrel. Bob Evans is Midwestern Cracker Barrel.
Sadder Cracker Barrel. You said what I said, just differently.
I guess they are from Ohio. That does make sense.
So is your answer Bob Evans?
No. Yeah, you've changed my mind. I think my answer is Cracker Barrel.
Hell yeah, let's get it.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to pass forward questions? We can go back and forth?
Yeah, we'll go back and forth. Give me a question,
So we'll go
Stevie.
in a bit different of a direction.
Okay, fair.
My favorite question I came up with.
Uh-oh.
Jackson, if we were females, would we be hot? I'm so genuinely curious.
Oh, that's awesome.
Would we be hot baddie females if we were females?
Well, there's a lot to unpack there. my first quarrel is the parameters of the question.
Mm-hmm.
So is this like we got the exact chromosomes from our parents that we would have if we were female? Like if we had been born female and got the genetics from our parents were like this? Or is this a magical world where it's more about our personalities? Like it's more about our general vibe?
In my mind, we were born as females, but we have the same minds.
Sensibilities.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is literally just would we be attractive women?
Right.
I don't know, because I feel like to answer that you would need to know if we're attractive males, and I truly don't know the answer to that question. I truly have zero idea.
I would warrant us attractive males.
Yeah, because people say all the time that the things that make people attractive are usually androgynous, like
Define that.
like facial androgynous meaning like not tied to a specific gender or like sex, and it's like facial symmetry is attractive regardless of sex. You know, like that kind of stuff. Like most of the stuff that we view as attractive are usually androgynous traits.
Right. And then there's just
and then there's just yeah. That's going to be half of this podcast, by the way, is just me saying words and then Stephen having to have me explain them first.
I swear I'm smart, just not with words.
Just not with... But yeah, so if we're attractive men, I feel like we naturally would just be attractive women. But I truly do not know.
Okay, so we have two questions to answer then.
Yeah.
Okay, so question 1, are we hot men?
Are we hot men?
I think...
And that's the other reason that it's tough is because, like, I feel like men are a lot shallower than women are. So a lot of women will be attracted to men, and it really genuinely won't have anything to do with their looks, you know? It'll be about their personality. So it's like, yeah, I would argue that we're both generally attractive people, but how do we know how much of that is our actual physical looks and how much of that is just us being goobers?
Attracted to each other.
Yeah.
I would argue that men and women are both equally as shallow.
Really?
Think about it, right? A lot of men are just like, I just want female.
Like, I just want big boobs. That's all I want.
Is that shallow or is that simple? There's beauty in simplicity. While females are like, I want a big, strong man who treats me like a lumberjack, but I want him to be nice and gentle, but I want him to be tough and strong. And it's like, that's complex, and that makes my head hurt. I don't want to have to be lumberjack Steve while also being complex Steve with the crew neck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. You don't want to have to be a performative lumberjack.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
I get that.
I want to be who I am, which is a regular lumberjack.
I want to be who I am, which is just a performative male.
So, okay, I will say we're both attractive men. Okay, cool. We both have good personalities. We're both smart. Mm-hmm. We're both really handsome.
And really humble, too.
And very humble.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's our status. As females, those traits would be, I would dare say, they'd be scary to a man. If there was a woman that came up to me and was good looking, we'll say like heavy 5, which is like
a 5.9. Okay.
Heavy 5, low 6, maybe 7, 5 to 7. Okay.
5 to 7.
Yeah,
okay.
5 to 7.
Yeah, we can deal with the range.
Okay. And then there was like, okay, she's also funny, and also she's very smart. Mm-hmm. Dude, that's so much to keep up with, man. That's like, you have to keep up with that, like the trifecta of like, you look good, you're funny, and you're smart. That's a lot. I feel like we'd be intimidating in the zeitgeist of men liking women.
Yeah, well, most men are usually just scared of any women at all.
Like me, correct.
Yeah, so.
Real.
I can see that.
I don't think that takes away from our attractiveness.
Yeah, okay, so I have a different follow-up question then. What if we're going based off of our vibes?
Off of our vibes?
And not based off of just, like our actual...
I think we would just be lesbians. I think that's literally it.
Okay, follow-up question. We're a lesbian couple. Which one of us is the cheerleader lesbian and which one of us is the butch lesbian?
I mean, God, we could both fill both of those roles, so unfortunately.
We kind of take turns.
We'll be a swap. Butch cheerleader lesbian couple. Yeah. We would kill in the lesbian scene, bro.
We really would. We would kill in the lesbian scene. We wouldn't even have to be a couple. Just like the two of us in the lesbian scene.
We have a little lesbian
clear
ring.
House. we would do so well.
Oh, born in the wrong life.
Yeah.
So I think that settles it.
I feel like I'd be the butch lesbian.
You think so?
You strike me as the cheerleader.
I would be. I have the personality of the cheerleader.
That's kind of. I
don't have the body for it.
We're both men, so yes, neither of us have the bodies for it.
Right, but like, don't shut down my dreams, bro. Please, let me be me.
You do. We have had this conversation before about how comedically feminine your hip to waist ratio is.
I have birthing hips, and it's an unfortunate truth. Like I used to be fat, so my body grew up fat, and now that I'm skinnier, it's like let's be reminded.
Let's give you something to reminisce on.
It's like it makes me angry how voluptuous my hips are, and it's a burden I'm willing to carry.
Right.
Right. So we are attracted to females. I'm glad that we were able to get on the same page at that.
Okay, I was really nervous because the entire day you've been amping up all the questions that you've thought of, and I got really nervous that it was gonna yours were just gonna be so ape shit that there was okay, that's not a good sign. I'm gonna move on to my next question so we don't get
the rest of my questions.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Let's see, what's a good one to do? Okay, here's a really simple one. Here's a would you rather type of question.
Okay.
Would you rather never get to eat again or never get to drink again?
Oh my God.
And here, because I know how much you love food, so I know that your gut instinct would immediately just be to say never drink again. But I do have a couple cases that I want to bring about. So first, the parameters of this question, you're not going to die of either thing, right? Like, you're never going to need to drink again to stay alive. You're never going to need to eat. Like, it's covered. Okay. You're not worried about dying. It's just about the, experience of doing either of those things.
Oh, man, okay.
You know? Why don't you explain, your gut instinct for food? Because I know your gut instinct was never drink again.
I was, offended that you asked that.
Yeah. So explain that first.
Jackson, I walked in here with a donut.
You did. When we were doing our test recordings before we started, you were breathing really heavy because you were in the middle of eating a donut.
I've never felt more obese in my life, man.
You got winded from sitting down.
From you assisting me sitting down.
Because you were mid-donut.
Okay.
I don't even know how this bitch did it. He was trying to eat the whole first. I don't even get it.
I have my ways. Don't even worry about it.
He ate the whole of the donut.
How did that happen?
How did he do it?
Okay, my gut reaction is food. Okay, food and drinking both are very social experiences. Yeah. Right? Because at first I was like, well, food is a social experience, so it's of course that's going to be the more impactful.
But drinking,
especially
is too.
Alcoholic, is extremely social. People go out and just do that. People never go out and are like, let's go eat, hold the drinks.
Yeah.
They're like, bring the drinks, we don't need to eat. That's a social quantity.
Mm-hmm.
But as a personal thing, I feel like eating to me is like I have to usually sit down to eat. Right, sitting down and eating is the way I slow down in a day. I can move and drink. I have a drink next to me while doing this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me. Because of all the eating I've been doing.
Yeah.
So
that hole, you're barfing up the hole in the donut.
There it is. It's coming up. And so, if I didn't eat anymore, I wouldn't be able to slow down. I wouldn't be able to enjoy what I'm eating is an exercise in experience, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you're drinking, you're just like, well, I was thirsty, and now I'm less so.
Well, see, that's interesting that you said that, though, because my main argument for drinking was the exact opposite. Because really stop and think about it. You can have, I really needed a big, tall glass of water right now, And you can have, I really needed this food right now. You can be super hungry or super thirsty.
Yeah.
But if you stop and think about it, the only reason that you ever are having that orgasmic experience to food is because you're super hungry, right? And under the parameters of this question, you're not going to be hungry. But there are plenty of instances where even if you're not directly thirsty, a nice drink would still be even if based on the magic of this question, you're never thirsty again. Still, if you were walking, if you took a really long hike in the heat, a big, tall, cold glass of water is still going to feel really good,
But by that extension, is that because you were then thirsty?
I don't know, because I think it also is a temperature thing,
Okay, so how does ice cream play into this? Technically, it's a solid that turns into a liquid.
Or the reverse of that in the winter, like a nice bowl of soup.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, that opens up a lot.
I think it's got to be possibilities.
Because I would rather never be thirsty again for also practical reasons. Because first off, you die quicker of thirst than you do of hunger.
That's true.
You go a month.
Yeah.
And not eat, but you can go 3 or 4 days without drinking.
3, 4 in optimal conditions. Yeah.
So, just from a pure survival standpoint, number one, never being thirsty again. You're built different. So there's that. And then another one, if I never have to drink again, think about how much time you could save pissing. You never got to piss again. Hello? Are we not thinking about this?
Yeah.
But then I guess the reverse. If I spend a lot more time.
You do strike me as the type that takes a good, nice, long dump.
Yeah. Yeah.
Confirm or deny.
Double confirm, bro. Half
Yeah.
hours.
Oh, sweet Lord.
It's an experience. What do you mean?
It's your time to slow down in the day.
It's my other bound to more food.
Yeah.
The more food I get to have slowing down, the more time I get to slow down and get rid of the food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I suppose.
So it's a double. I'm never drinking again. I need food. I need it. What's your choice?
That's tough. You brought up a couple really good points. The image for me, having a nice bowl of clam chowder in like January 10th, like cold months,
Right.
you come in for a nice hot bowl of soup. Like
Yeah, SpaghettiOs for me.
Oof. Yikes.
Clam chowder. Clam chowder.
Clam chowder's really good.
I've never had clam chowder.
You probably wouldn't like it because you're autistic.
That is true,
But
and I'm very offended.
It's really yummy.
You know what?
It's really good.
I will have.
You might like it without the clams.
Yeah, I like chowder. So no, I'd probably have a good potato soup.
Yeah. I guess
Dude.
that was maybe a more universal.
I could have some.
Or even just a classic tomato soup grilled cheese
You know
combo.
what's crazy? I'm not a tomato soup guy.
I'm only a tomato soup guy when I'm dipping grilled cheese in it.
Agreed, and it has
Yeah.
to be like a good tomato soup.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My mom does make a really good tomato soup.
But I've never been a big like grilled cheese guy either.
Really? Oh, see, I do love a grilled cheese.
It's like a sandwich, but you're missing the rest, and it's just hot.
a sandwich, but you're missing the rest. That's funny because I've heard some people say that about BLTs.
Also true. I don't like BLTs.
Really?
Yeah, it's just a sandwich, but less. It's like
What's less about it?
You're
You've got
missing
meat, vegetable, bread.
Well, you've got meat, which is like two. Okay, if you order a BLT, you get 2 strips of bacon, and then you get.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm never ordering BLTs at a restaurant.
Well, that's the thing. Over the summer, I worked at a restaurant, and they had BLTs, and it would be like, here's 3 pieces of bacon. People get them all the time. They're like, can I get the BLT?
Oh, I know people order them, but I'm saying I would.
Just personally?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, point still stands. I don't know who's going to a restaurant being like, give me the simplest sandwich you have that I could make at home that I want to pay a lot for.
That's what I don't understand. It's even the same thing with grilled cheese. Like, people serving grilled cheeses at restaurants is so silly to me, unless it's on the kids' menu.
I would like to pay $13 for this $1.50
bread and cheese.
yeah.
If it's not Wonder Bread and American singles, I don't want it.
Where you at?
Where you at?
So to answer your question, I will get rid of thirst so that I could eat, have my time, and then have my more time.
Right. Yours is a utilitarian argument.
100%.
You just want free time in your day, and therefore you need food.
And then I can just eat. You know how, dude, it's religious to just sit down and eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'll admit it's a very... breaking bread is a very universal
They didn't have
human experience.
Yeah. That painting wasn't the last drink. It was the Last Supper. Amen.
Damn, that's deep. Hit me with another question.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna go. These just make me happy to look at. I actually have one very interesting question because I do have one.
Okay.
So, do you have any supernatural life experiences?
Do I have any supernatural life experiences?
And it doesn't even have to be like, ooh, spooky ghost. It's like you genuinely cannot explain something that happened.
I don't know. I don't think I do. I certainly have plenty of things that I don't know. I can't explain the answer to them, but nothing where I don't even know what a possible explanation could be, you know? I can always think of an explanation or two that would make sense, even if I don't have enough knowledge to claim which one is accurate. But I really don't think I do have any truly unexplainable experiences.
Well, I asked.
I know you do.
I have one.
I think you just wanted an excuse to tell your story,
Well,
which I'm totally cool with.
I need to share this like burden because it's like I'm a very empirically minded person, so I'm very able to like think about how did this happen? How could have this happened? With this experience, any explanation that I have to make any sense of it is genuinely more crazy than just like it was a demon. Like it makes more sense for it to be. Okay, I went to the shop with my mom back home. It's like a weird, think Hot Topic, but just straight up witchcraft stuff. It's so weird. It's deceptive. You walk into the store and it's like, okay, there's some weird like Five Nights at Freddy's stuff at the front. Okay, it's one of those quirky.
Is it that Blue Rabbit place?
Yeah. No. It's across the street from that. So it's like, okay, there's some cool like things in here. There's like a little thing of cards. There's some like T-shirts. There's a bunch of clothes, and you get further back into the store, and it's like that's a sacrificial dagger. That's interesting. Look at that. Oh, there's just actual knives back here. Look at that. And you go back a little bit further, and it's like, oh, okay, that's like Ouija boards. That's interesting.
That's cool.
Okay, cool. Let's go further back, because that's something I did.
It's like a dungeon crawler.
Literally, that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
And me and my mom just got back, and Mom's like, I don't like this at all. And I'm like, it's fine. It's just whatever. I've never been a big like believer in like Ouija boards or whatever. I've always thought that was
yeah.
But I do have like a religious background, so it's like there's a weird subset of thinking there, but I've never been like, Ouija boards and, there's a demon in me or whatever.
Right.
I go into the back of this store, Jackson, and we're just walking around. We go to the very back, and there's some, like, I don't know, some statues, some sculptures of, like, 3D printed stuff, cool, like, just art or whatever. Nothing, like, too crazy. All the witchy kind of stuff we already passed. So I'm like, whatever. It was just a little, people are quirky. They like their edgy stuff, whatever. The floor is completely clear. There's just stuff on shelves. It's like a little, like, hometown shop kind of vibe. And me and my mom, we go to the left side of this back room, and we're looking at, like, these, like, dragon sculptures that were honestly pretty dope. And we turn around to a place that we were just standing at. And right where we were standing, and I kid you not, is a doll standing up looking away from us. Standing up. It was not there probably a minute and a half, 2 minutes prior. Now, when I tell you I have never been more concerned and conflicted in my life, I could not figure, like, there was no one, I should mention, the people in the store were us, the shopkeeper, and, like, 2 other people in the front of the store.
Yeah.
So that just stands to reason this doll showed up either A, by some weird force I'm not aware of, B, I'm on a talk show or like game show.
Yeah, you're getting punked.
Yeah. In Taylorsville, which we don't have the budget for in that town. Or C, someone like ran in there, stood the doll up, which could not have been an easy thing to do because it was just like a weird, like unbalanced, like American Girl-esque doll.
Mm-hmm.
And then like ran out without us hearing it, seeing it, or noticing someone coming in. To this day, I have no idea how that doll got there, but immediately and without question, me and my mom got out of that store, bro. I've never, like, okay, I was disturbed for, like, weeks after
I remember that. Because we hung out a few days after that, and we were walking around, and I could see your face get paler when we walked past the front of the store.
Dude, I do not understand I don't get it. It still bothers me so much how that happened, because there's no shot I got punked, because
right.
Why? Are you just that, like, did you put strings on this doll, put it down from the ceiling? First off, you're in the ceiling of this, like, family store, like, family vibe store. It's not like a supermarket where you can go on, like, rafters. No, you got, like, foam ceilings that you can't stand on. Like, that out of the question.
Yeah.
No one else was there. I don't know. It came to a point where I was like, this is one of those things and that everyone has in their life where they just choose to ignore it exists, and your life is simpler because of it.
Right.
So, I tried that. It didn't work, but that's where you're at.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish I had an experience like that, because I want to have... I want a life with a little bit of zest,
Yeah.
I want a little bit of cayenne pepper on this old chapter.
Yeah,
but,
a little bit of salt on them wings.
Yeah. No, but I think all that stuff is so fascinating. When we took our 6th grade trip to Colonial Williamsburg, they took us on an evening ghost tour type of situation.
Oh, that's cool.
So we went through Colonial Williamsburg, but it was specifically going through where all the ghost stories in the town are.
Right.
And obviously we didn't see any ghosts, but it was, that kind of thing is really fascinating to me. I think it's super neat.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the supernatural is incredibly fascinating.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what are the chances that every interaction that people have, like, said they've experienced something is fake? I find it to be very low. Every single one of these experiences being false, I can't imagine that's the case. There is something to be said about, attribution of unknown and everything. And that's probably a big part of it, but something, I don't know, something's got to be there.
True. True.
So, I pass the baton to you, Jackson.
Next
what question
question.
do you have?
Yeah. Oh, man. I was really trying to think of questions that in of themselves weren't really super funny, but they had the potential for comedy. Okay, here's one. What is the largest animal that you could take on in a 1-to-1?
Rhinoceros.
I don't think that's true.
Easy.
I don't think
Low
that's
diff.
correct. I think
Bare hands.
I think you're kidding.
Kill him now.
No more white rhinos.
Take him out now. No, okay, genuinely.
So yeah, bare hands. All you have is the weapons that are native to your body.
So I'm barehanded.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? I want to say, to make this question more interesting, you're fighting in that animal's native habitat.
Okay, so that very much... Well,
so that would take because the answer to this question, if that wasn't the case, would be blue whale.
Right.
Because you would just be in a coliseum with a drowning, suffocating blue whale, and you would win by default.
low diff.
Low diff.
Low diff.
You know.
Yeah, I didn't even... Killer whale.
Yeah.
Okay.
Champion.
yeah. He's crazy. Strongest man alive.
I don't believe it.
Okay.
So yeah, you're fighting the animal in their native habitat.
Okay.
Which I guess kind of takes all marine life off the table because you're not winning that fight.
Okay, so let's expand for it. If it is in an impossible habitat, you have the bare minimum to survive in that habitat.
You do, but I think for the sake of this argument, even animals that would normally be docile are trying to hurt you.
Okay.
Like, this is a fight.
Okay.
So even the gentle giant of the blue whale would be trying to kill you, and they would do it very easily because they are a fish and you are not.
I could take them.
So.
I'm an ex-Marine, so I can breathe for underwater.
For at least like 30 seconds.
At least 30 seconds, yeah.
Yeah.
All I need is 10, so. Okay, realistically, let's see. Do I have the ability to be, like, crafty? Do I have prep time?
I'm going to say you don't have prep time, but whatever environment you're in, yeah, you have access to whatever you think you can use type of situation.
Okay.
Because I think, like, the answer, if we didn't have our intellect at our disposal, the answer would be, like, a gray squirrel.
Yeah, field mouse.
Yeah. Like, the only thing that's getting us to bigger animals would be our ability to outsmart them.
Right.
You know?
That's difficult. I feel like I'm a bitch. I can't. Like, I don't... Like, what animal... I'm scared of, like, small animals. Like, they'll mess you up, man. You know?
Sometimes the small... I mean, yeah, that is true.
And then I feel like I could take a giraffe.
You think you could take a giraffe?
Hear me out.
Do you know how big they are?
They're huge.
Their neck is longer than you are tall.
And that's a big weak point. Huh?
No.
Hear me out.
You're not snapping that thing if that's your plan. You got to get up there first.
Well, that's the thing is... What?
It's like, stand really still while I climb your neck like a tree trunk so I can snap it. It's like, that's not going to work.
Snapping a giraffe's neck has to be the funniest image that you can conjure. It's like, I'm trying, but it's just so long.
It's like wringing a towel out. It just keeps turning.
Have you seen giraffes fight?
Oh, it's crazy.
They neck each
They're
other. Bro.
Sword fighting.
It's
crazy.
Oh, man, now I think about it, I don't want to die to a giraffe neck.
Yeah. Because also, yeah, that's the other thing you need to consider is you don't want to be the guy that died fighting
a giraffe.
Yeah. Or even, like, you don't want to be the guy that died fighting an anteater, you know?
Okay, I feel like it would be hard. It would be difficult.
Okay.
It would be a fight to the death and grit and teeth.
That is the idea.
I could fight a kangaroo.
A kangaroo?
Yeah.
You're very confident.
Have you not seen the videos of people like just swinging on a kangaroo?
Have you not seen the videos of the absolutely soy-jacked kangaroos?
Yeah,
they're all flexing they're doing bicep curls at the camera.
Yeah. Hear me out though, because they're pure muscle or whatever. What else do they have besides their feet? Nothing.
They punch you.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, their defense mechanism is their feet, and they jump. And
that's their primary defense mechanism, but they also have strong enough arms that they can. They have claws.
They just deck you, bro.
Yeah, they will do that.
I'm a climb. Okay, I'm gonna climb in its pouch.
And I'm pretty sure their teeth are sharp. Australia is so
Terrifying.
fucked up.
I'm gonna play the long game. All right. I'm gonna swap out the Joey.
You're gonna hold its family hostage.
yeah. I'm gonna swap out the Joey whenever it's young. I'm gonna climb in its pouch while it's asleep. It's gonna raise me while it's got its back turned because it thinks that I'm its young supple child. I'm gonna come behind it and I'm gonna snap its neck like the giraffe and the giraffes before him. And that will be the end of the kangaroo. It took 20 years, but I...
How is all of that necessary to just snap its neck?
Wait, you want me to do it while it's looking at me? While it's first off, if it's
you
tense...
could sneak up behind it, you know?
But if it's tense at all, it makes it so much harder to asphyxiate.
That's probably... Yeah,
so if it's
true.
nice and relaxed from me being in its family, mistakenly so,
yeah,
it's going to be relaxed, and it's going to be like butter getting the kangaroo to live a different life in the underworld.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's an alteration to the question that I think makes it a lot more interesting. What's the largest animal you think you could take on if you got an animal companion?
Oh.
But the caveat, that animal companion has to be smaller than you. So, like, your animal companion can't be a grizzly bear.
My companion is a blue whale.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's my new home.
Yeah. That's my new house.
Yeah. Okay, very interesting.
Yeah.
So, I think, first, to answer this question, you have to figure out what the deadliest companion is first, and then that determines.
That determines.
That's smaller than me. Let's say I'm like...
Or maybe not even deadliest, because I feel like you could have animals that complement the human's
utility.
intellect, you know? Like, maybe you don't have...
Easy.
You know, like, porcupines, in of themselves, not necessarily the most dangerous animal out there, but combined with the human intellect, you know, you get the porcupine, you roll it in some, like, poisonous tree sap, and then you have it shoot off its quills like a gun. You could do some serious damage.
Dude, you're right. The needler from, like, Halo? We just have that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to pretend like I understood that reference.
Look it up.
Context clues, I can figure it out.
Okay, yeah, it's a gun that has needles in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there.
The needler.
Oh, I said the thing.
You said the thing.
Okay, there's two ways I want to answer this question.
Stupid.
One is the utility way.
Okay.
Poison dart frog.
Oh.
Poison dart frog.
That is a good take.
Or blue ring octopus, both extremely potent.
Yeah.
Poison dart frog's going to be easier to get. Blue ring octopus has a lot more containment of toxin.
Yeah.
I would say poison dart frog.
Well, the only thing
I won't have arrows, okay? And this is my next point.
The only problem with the octopus, though, is remember that you don't have any... You're just coming with yourself, so you don't have, like, gloves that you can pick this thing up with.
If I'm going out, I'm going out.
And so if you're on land, it's just...
Right. Right. So poison dart frog. All right, we'll do that one. That's the most realistic. There's also the question of how do I implement that toxin? You know what? I'm just going to throw that little bitch at...
Leaf, pick up the frog, throw it into the grizzly bear's mouth.
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead immediately. Okay, poison dart frog, I can kill...
Blue whale.
I like to think I can kill probably a bear, a grizzly bear.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really smart pick. That
Secondary.
the poison dart frog really opened up a lot of possibilities. You could get a giraffe with that.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
That's like shooting a basketball at that point.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm a baller, so that's what... Second way to answer that question.
Okay.
Brute force. I want a chimpanzee, all right?
Yeah.
I want a Joe Rogan ape to just be by my side. He's smaller than me, but he's jacked. AF. Together, we could kill a giraffe. Dude.
The chimp could get up there.
He climbing trees is his forte.
Yeah.
Giraffe is a living tree.
True.
He could snap its neck for me.
So you tug on the giraffe's balls to distract it, and while it's trying to figure out what's going on there, chimpanzee's already halfway up the neck.
He could conquer the giraffe, and I could ride the bitch.
Hello? Dude. Have the chimpanzee get up there, kind of grab the giraffe's... Well, it's not antlers.
Stubs.
Yeah, the little stubs it's got on its head. Little do people... No human can get up there, so we've never found out, but those actually are steering wheels. Right. So the chimpanzee gets up there, grabs the steering wheels, and then you give the chimpanzee commands. You sit on the giraffe's back. You've got the craziest pimped out ride.
You're two-manning a giraffe right now.
Yeah.
Your captain is a Joe Rogan ape
Yeah.
Dude, I just figured out how to A+ this question.
That's great. I don't have anything I can add that would be better than that.
Meerkat and we could fight
Yeah.
a kangaroo.
That is, a meerkat would disguise as a joey very well.
We could play the long game and I don't even have to do it. We have a sleeper agent for the
have
kangaroo.
the meerkat be the sleeper joey. And then you just go and live your life for 20 years, and then you come back right when it's comfortable and snap its neck.
Snap its neck.
Snap its neck. Because apparently that's how all animals die.
They have to have their necks.
All animals are invincible except for their vertebrae.
Yeah. Man, way to A+ that question. That
Poison dart frog. That was a good poll.
Yeah.
I was not prepared for
That's that biology background coming through.
Yeah.
Man. That's what that is.
That was a really smart poll.
I'm different. Ooh. Third answer, sunfish.
Yeah.
We fight a blue whale. Have you ever seen a sunfish? Look that baddie up.
I definitely think I have. It's not coming to mind.
That's a useless animal in the animal kingdom.
Yeah.
It is huge and dumb, and it looks like a Pokemon,
That's
but
silly.
a low tier one.
Yeah. Magikarp. I choose Magikarp.
Literally that. All right,
that's
my
awesome.
turn.
Hit me with another question.
All right.
Give me a good one.
I think you're going to really flourish with this one because I thought long and hard about it. If you could live in any period in history, when would it be and why?
Ooh, this is a fun question.
1939.
1939, specifically in Germany.
I just feel like it's a good time.
I just feel like it's... We can't go down that
path.
I don't believe that. So, okay, but that does
that.
bring up a good point, though. Any time period in history... Do I get to choose the location too, though? Or am I right here in what is now present-day North Carolina? Because that changes the question drastically. You know,
I think
it doesn't like 3000 BC isn't cool if I don't get to be in Egypt.
Yeah, you just starve.
Yeah, so you're just in the woods.
I think
I could do that now if I wanted.
Correct. I think place and time and culture. You get to choose. I think it's more interesting just to see where your mind goes with
where I want to be.
History.
Yeah, that's a tough question.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like you and fast food. That.
I like this picture we're painting with me.
Yeah,
this is great.
Yeah, it's not at all true, but it is a really funny image to paint that I'm the intellectual, educated one, and you're the fat ass.
Yeah, I'm Patrick.
Yeah. Oh man, because it gets into that point too of even a king or a pharaoh 3,000 years ago still wasn't living as well as we do now.
Well, take the that's difficult.
Because I feel like it'd be disingenuous not to include that as part of the question.
Yeah, you're right.
Because at that point, the question is just which culture is the coolest.
What do you rank every culture?
Rank culture. And that's not...
Start at the bottom, go.
Yeah, start at the worst one. Let's get the internet really riled up.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, what are you thinking?
I don't know. I guess start backwards. Medieval Europe is cool. It's a cool vibe, but I don't think it would be. It's not fun to live in.
No, I would argue that's the least fun place to live in ever.
Well, maybe like colonized Africa would be a little bit worse.
Yeah, I guess that probably wasn't a very thought through question.
Great for fantasy, great for stories and Skyrim and whatever else, but not for living. Renaissance Italy, that could be kind of fun.
I thought about that realm as
well. Like a Renaissance Florence.
Right.
That could be cool. Because, of course, there's the ancient argument. Like, objectively going to ancient Mesopotamia, like the ancient Near East, would be really cool.
Yes, absolutely.
For experiencing it. But actually living it, I feel like you need a good mix of it's historical and it's cool and it's interesting, and also maybe indoor plumbing already exists at this point, Like, where did your mind go to when you thought of the question?
I have two realms of thinking with this, because one is out of curiosity, like to answer questions.
Yeah.
And one is for experience. I think for the experience one, I don't know, my mind goes to like ancient civilization.
Yeah.
Which in a practical sense, like I'd probably be poor and I'd probably be a slave, which isn't the coolest thing ever.
No.
So, I feel like ancient Greece would be super cool. Ancient Greece.
It would be, yeah, that would be really neat.
Because especially if you're like a czar, you know, like...
Not even remotely Greek, but sure.
Well, the Greek czar, whatever. You just give, dude, fruit every day, whenever you want. They used to eat until they vomited and then would eat more.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. I would, there is, I think we've had this conversation before, but there would be something fun about living in that time period in the sense of, like, all you have to do is draw 3 sides and you've invented a new shape.
Dude,
like,
I would be so smart.
Like, Pythagoras, smart guy, not claiming he isn't. But literally, he just, like, thought about triangles, and now he's one of the most famous mathematicians of all time.
Yeah.
Like, that would be, you know...
Imagine, dude, what a weirdo. Imagine liking a shape enough that you're like, this is my life now.
I'm dedicating my career to this. I mean, it happens.
This 3-sided image, this is me.
I resonate with this.
And then he did forever.
Yeah. Everybody said I was crazy. Everybody said I was crazy, but now they teach that shit in sophomore year high school.
And then more and more.
And then more and more.
See, that's the problem with this question is any time period that I can think of, there's like so much wrong with it.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it would be really cool. I think idealistically, I think ancient places.
Yeah.
I would okay, can I change my culture? Like, can I change who I am to fit the Because if that's the case,
I mean, I think in the same way that you can blend in anywhere.
Okay.
It's not just like poof, you suddenly fit in, but maybe we'll give you that you automatically speak the language.
Okay.
I think that's the one thing you get. And then the rest of the blending in is up to you to figure out.
I think I would choose pre-colonial Cahokia in North America with the Native Americans.
Yeah.
Dude, the concepts of nature and the way that they were able to live in harmony with nature is just, in my mind, so beautiful. And to have that sort of peace and understanding of the world, I mean, you're living a nomadic lifestyle that just is like with animals at all time.
Yeah.
And you're in with peace. I would want to not be when the colonists show up because I don't like smallpox very much.
Right.
So before then.
Right. You die, and then, like, the next day, old Chris shows up.
Old Mr. Columbus.
Yeah.
Not cool guy, by the way.
Not a great dude. You know what? I know where I would want to be. I would want to be somewhere in pre-colonial Polynesia. That would be really sick.
For the sauce.
I mean, there's just so much. I'm just gonna ignore you on that one. There's so much interesting history and mythology, and the languages are so fascinating and unique. And there would just be a time like Hawaii pre-Europeans,
pre-Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah, exactly. Have you actually seen it?
Yeah. Well, the new one. It's alright.
Yeah.
Good answers all the way around.
Hawaii would be cool, yeah.
I think...
Not exactly a funny one necessarily, but...
there's just interest, though.
Yeah, it was really fascinating.
I've
got one that I think will be a little bit funnier purely for the sake of... It's us bullying people.
Okay. I like where this is going.
What's the coolest U.S. state?
Oh, the coolest?
The coolest state. So, like, first you need to figure out what coolest means.
Right.
And then you I guess we can rule out easy ones. You know, Idaho.
I was literally thinking Idaho.
US state. Ohio, not the coolest U.S. state.
Midwestern state. Just go ahead and knock that puppy off the list.
I don't know. Illinois is pretty cool. Illinois got Chicago.
But it's by no means like the coolest. Like,
I guess all around. Yeah.
If anyone says Chicago is the coolest state, run.
They're just talking about the bean.
Yeah, they're.
That's all they're talking about.
Correct. So are we talking in terms of like geography or in terms of like the social status?
I think just all around.
All around. Okay.
Like, what is the coolest state?
Everything. I would say I think Texas is a big candidate.
Really? Texas.
I think. Let me just list off my candidates and then I'll narrow it down.
Yeah.
Texas is a candidate. California is a candidate.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Are we including provinces like Cuba and Hawaii's a state? So is this like
I think we should leave those out purely because they kind of would automatically win.
right? Because Hawaii is dope.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Hawaii is a state.
I know. Well, I'm saying like.
But yeah, like Cuba. Well, Cuba's not a U.S. province, but like Puerto Rico would win by default because it's just like super cool.
Right.
You
so
know?
I'm saying like continental though. Are we keeping it continental?
I think maybe keep it continental.
Okay.
We'll throw Alaska in there.
Oh, then.
But I think Hawaii is too cool by default.
Alaska is my
really
dude. Yes.
It's just wilderness, though. It doesn't have anything else.
I guess you do have to rule in. Well, okay, so
that's why one of my top contenders was actually New York, which I know I'm a little biased because that's where I want to be. But you think about it, they have the largest city in America and one of the most important cities in the world, right? But then you go to the other end of the state and they have Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
They've got a good mix. Like, they've got a bunch of stuff going for them.
I think this shows our personalities a lot more because I hate cities. So I hear largest city in the, United States, and I'm like, that's blows.
Wait, and California was on your short
list? I think California, not because of the cities, but just because, like, you have something like the San Andreas Fault. You have a lot of super cultures there. And like,
I guess the parts of California that aren't LA are really pretty.
Yeah, if you could just nuke LA and then the rest of it is the cool part.
Yeah. LA is such a
butthole.
Yeah, it's the worst. Neither of us have ever been.
No, I just know.
I'm
okay with not being there.
Yeah.
You know what's weird? Like, I really enjoy North Carolina.
I used to, and I think it was because of the circumstances in which I moved here and the age that I did. But I used to kind of hold a grudge against it.
Right.
But now that I'm not in Taylorsville anymore...
It got a lot brighter.
It really has. And I've started coming around. Because they've got, first off, we have beautiful mountains. I mean, where we are right now. Just gorgeous, gorgeous mountains. And then you've got places like Charlotte and Raleigh, which are both really cool cities for city folk like myself. You get that coastal region. I feel like the coolest state is going to be a coastal state.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 100%.
Yeah.
Because you also... I think North Carolina's a contender. Because you have the Outer Banks, you have the mountains, you have the plains of North Carolina.
The Outer Banks are really doing it a lot of favors. Yeah.
You have the culture of North Carolina, which is just like, old Southern, good boy now. And then you have like...
the culture of North Carolina might not be one of the things that I was going for it.
I mean, there's like a lot of like old Southern culture here, which I personally enjoy. Cracker Barrel. Ooh, not that Southern culture, not that part. I guess that part kind of
for the audio listeners at home, which is all of you, I just made a whip.
I did
visual.
I did not forget, but I chose to take that part out of the culture part.
Right.
So I guess that one's not the coolest. So we'll leave culture on the side for now.
I guess, with the way the world's going today, that is kind of everywhere. So I guess it's not really fair to hold that against North Carolina specifically.
Exactly.
Now you get it.
Now you understand. Okay, let's talk about Florida.
Florida does not win any coolest state award.
Not coolest, but I dare say one of the most interesting.
Oh, it wins most interesting for sure.
Because I think in my mind, cool equals interesting. Because like, what is cool other than like explorative, able to be explored?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I don't think Florida really has a lot to be explored. I think it's just the people are so insane down there. Because the only people that are down there are either old people that have their timeshares down there, or people that were born and raised there, which means they were born and raised around all old people. So they have to be interesting somehow. And that's how you get all the Florida Man happenings.
True. And you get the mix-up of Cuban culture there, too, which adds a lot to
that is really, really cool. I've read a lot about that. Or like, how... Which Floridian city is closest to the coast, like where all the Cubans go?
Miami.
It is Miami? There's a specific dialect of Miami English that's developing.
Really?
Because of how many Cubans there are there.
That's pretty sick.
And it's so fascinating to read about that kind of stuff. I don't think it would win coolest,
Okay, so I think I say Texas is one of mine.
I'm curious. Yeah, Texas was the first one you said. I'm really curious what you have to say
it
there.
has the coastal aspect. There's coast in Texas.
Not really known for its coast, but it does have them.
No, I mean, I don't know if any place besides like North Carolina is known for its coast, to be fair.
Is North Carolina known for its coast?
Well, it's got the Outer Banks. So it's
I suppose.
That's the coast it's known for. But I think
South Carolina's got Myrtle Beach. That's kind of like its whole shtick.
Yeah.
And
which
Florida is known for its coasts. That's kind of the only thing it's known for besides
Exactly,
Disney World and Louisiana. Louisiana's got a pretty big coast culture.
Louisiana is really cool. The like Mardi Gras culture.
You are.
Am I really dumb?
No, you're not really dumb, but that's just New Orleans.
I know, but
that's not Louisiana.
That's still in Louisiana.
I suppose.
I do love a good Princess and the Frog.
That was the exact joke I was about to make. Like, brother is just thinking about Princess and the Frog.
Yeah.
Which
some jambalaya and some
really funny, completely tangential, but a really funny story. I had my first meeting with the barbershop choir here at the college, and when we were doing the icebreakers, getting to know each other type of beat, what we had to say was our name, our major, and our favorite Disney princess.
Nice.
My favorite Disney princess is Tiana from Princess and the Frog. But at that exact moment, and I had to go first, I was blanking on the name. And I could not for the life of me think of any other Disney princess's name besides Ariel. So that's what I had to say. And now I look gay as all get out.
My favorite's Ariel. Redhead, can't talk. I like her.
That's how I like my women. Redhead and can't talk. Redhead and can't annoy the shit out of me.
Redhead and easy to teach.
Yeah. Redhead and can't get around without my help. That's how I like them.
Well, so yours is Tiana?
Yeah, mine is Tiana.
I think mine is Meredith from Brave.
You know, somebody said that. I don't disagree with that take. Man, what the redheads are really getting to us.
I like
apparently.
a redhead. What can I say? Well, I
don't
also
know. I
love that like medieval kind of like Game of Thrones, Witcher vibe.
You are really hovering around the name of the country, and I'm pretty sure it's because you don't know which one.
Europe.
Oh boy, okay. It's either Scotland or Ireland.
Yeah, I knew that. That's why
I honestly don't know which one out of those two, but I know it's one of those. I would assume Irish if she's a redhead.
I think Scotland is like the redhead capital of the United States. So
yeah, the Scottish Highlands.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. I think people give that movie too much flack. I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Dude, I think that's an awesome movie. We're not gonna go into a Disney princess rant right now.
Why not?
We're gonna go into a Disney princess. They learned how to understand because they can't talk because she's a bear.
Good plot summary.
I mean, yay or nay?
I mean, yeah.
It's just I love
Cliff Notes needs to hire you immediately.
Well, I love the vibe of that movie. I love the music.
It's
the
really
art
good.
style is really good.
I will say this, as much as the answer I wanted to give was Tiana, and as much as that was not the answer that I gave, The Little Mermaid is a banging movie.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It was the first Disney animated musical movie.
Right.
It pulled the company out of the grave. Like they were going bankrupt before that movie. So all of the other Lion King and Mulan and Beauty and the Beast and all of those movies wouldn't exist without The Little Mermaid.
I do like Mulan a lot.
Mulan is really good. Yeah.
Be a man. I just like how masculine it made me feel.
Let's get down to business. Yeah. Mulan was really good.
Had some bangers in there. Let's talk. What is the least
good Disney
princess? I said Disney princess. That's crazy.
Princess. I mean, I was prepared to gloss over it, but we don't have to.
Okay, then I didn't say that.
Right.
If your favorite Disney princess is Cinderella, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What went wrong in your life where you're like, I like the one who lost her shoe?
The same people that think Cinderella is their favorite Disney princess are the same people that are attracted to women who are just hot and have no personality.
Swifties, yes.
Yeah.
People who are like, I love Taylor Swift so much, she's so hot.
Yeah.
That's who likes Cinderella. Her whole bit is that she lost her shoe and her foot wasn't fat, so it fit.
Yeah. The entire plot synopsis of that movie is that she's a size 7.
Yeah. Which is like, wow.
Yeah, you're telling me there's not a single other woman in that entire kingdom that has the same size shoe?
Just because her sisters and mom both had ogre feet, that doesn't make her
right
special.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, I'm really not a big Cinderella fan.
No. And also, like, the whole, like, magic point of that movie is, like, here's a carriage, and also you have a dress now. I'm your fairy godmother.
Oops, it's a pumpkin.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Nobody's going to look over that.
Yeah.
I hate that.
That really is a stupid movie.
Makes me angry. Snow White I can at least get behind.
Snow White I can get behind.
The dwarves are the high point of that entire tale.
The dwarves are the high point, but she at least, like, she's funny, and she plays around with the dwarves a little bit.
And
like,
she's
got some personality,
Yeah, I like when she's asleep.
Yeah. The craziest Disney princess is Aurora, because literally that's Sleeping Beauty. That's like Maleficent. Pricks her finger.
Oh, yeah.
Pricks her finger on the sewing needle. Yep. She is literally asleep for that entire movie. Mm-hmm. She's not even a character. And yet she gets to be in that one scene from Wreck-It Ralph where all the Disney princesses are having a sleepover.
Hello?
Like, criminal.
Moana found Maui. And you slept?
Yeah. You took a big old nap.
You a sleepy bitch, so you get to be in a big movie?
Yeah. Oh, you were stupid and you saw, look at this sharp object, let me touch it, and then you went to sleep.
Not only did you touch it hard enough to prick blood.
Yeah.
You masochist.
You're so dumb.
Oh, that hurt.
Oh, the stove is on high, let me put my entire palm on it. That's a good idea. And then you, go into a coma.
Forever, until a hot man has to come and kiss your fat lips.
Which, creepy. I mean, I know everybody on Earth has said this. But
I want you to non-consensually kiss me to wake me up.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's a really funny Sleeping Beauty spinoff. It's like you put your palm on a hot stove and then you go into cardiac arrest. Yes. Oh, God. That's a really great script idea.
When I die, kiss me.
Sleeping Beauty knockoff.
Yeah, and then a guy comes up
and the guy's just like, we need to get you to the hospital. And she's like, no, kiss me.
I saw this somewhere.
Kiss me or I'll turn into a frog or whatever it's supposed to be.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
That's really good. We'll write that one down.
Yeah, I'll be the princess. And you be the prince.
Got it. Copy that, Sarge.
Roger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also Rapunzel. Rapunzel's good. I feel like Entangled, she's pretty funny.
Is Rapunzel good? Her whole bit is that she has really long hair. First off, yuck.
Yeah, but they gave her quirky, funny energy Entangled.
She gives trad wife energy, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I guess she does have magic hair because she took from the magic flower.
Yeah. Plus, who doesn't like a girl with long hair?
Yeah, but she cannot wash all that hair. That hair is grody AF.
I mean, it's magic.
More
Plus,
reason
it shows her brushing it.
You can brush hair, but not that much. There's a mile of hair. She throws her hair from a tower, and then a man can climb up it. First off, let's say you're that man. Hey, you're hot. How do I get up there? She throws her hair at you.
New kink unlocked, frankly.
Apparently, Prince Charming was what was his name? Flynn Rider.
Yeah.
Was like, I'm going to climb that. What? I'm sorry. Yeah. My first reaction would be like, ew, what? Why is there hair? And then I would walk away because there's a freaky lady at the top.
That movie would have been infinitely funnier if she had braided her hair into the shape of a ladder before she dropped it down.
Give me 3 hours.
Yeah, give me approximately 4 hours, and then I will throw my hair down for you.
That's really funny. It's just comedically in shape.
Yeah, it's comedically ladder shaped.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got, mine's Meredith, yours is not Ariel, yours is Tiana.
Yeah.
And Cinderella sucks.
That movie really is good. I never actually watched Princess and the Frog until I was 16 or 17 years old. Yeah. I mean, this was recent that I saw this movie for the first time.
I never, to be fair,
it was really good.
I never appreciated it until I watched it as I was older. Because that movie has so much heart in it.
It really does. And the music is banging.
Oh, the music is so good.
Music is so good. Best music of any Disney musical.
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
I will say Brave also has some fantastic Irish
Yeah, but it's
music.
not like a musical,
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Which I, honestly, kind of appreciate.
Really?
I'm not a big musical guy.
Really? See, I love a good musical. I think it can really enhance the storytelling.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess.
The whole adage with musical theater is that when the emotions get too high for talking, you sing, and when the emotions get too high for singing, you dance. Like, that's the musical theater.
Right.
That's the yes and of musical theater.
What do we think about Beauty and the Beast? I think that girl freaky, bro.
She's one of the... You're saying you think she's kind of like the pastor's daughter gone wild.
Literally that, dude. Clockmaker's daughter. Her dad was a professor of clocks, and you grew up with that, so you're like, I hear ticking every hour of the day, and man, I'm sane because of it. Anyways, hi, almost bear. Let me get some of that.
Hello? Get that inside of me.
Please, yes. And
right
also,
now.
Do you think she was disappointed when he turned back to a man?
Well,
I would say yes.
I think yes, but it's tough because it was very much Stockholm Syndrome, right? Like, he kidnapped her.
Oh my God, it was.
He kidnapped her.
And she was into it.
And she fell for him over time. So I think I guess in the same way that you would be disappointed if you got kidnapped by somebody, got Stockholm Syndromed by them, and then they became trans.
It's just like, I made the good of a bad situation, but now I'm just confused.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I made the best of a bad situation, and now it's changing on me again.
That's really...
You know?
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Yeah. I got kidnapped by this bear. And then I was like, I've got nothing else to do. I might as well be attracted to this bear. And then he turns back into some normal 6 out of 10 guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, at that point, it's just like, this is just scary now. Because I don't even have the fantastical nature of, like, I got kidnapped by a bear. Like, that's scary. But
yeah,
like,
you don't even get a good story out of it anymore. It's just, I got kidnapped by a guy.
I know, yeah. And now I'm kind of into him, which is like...
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and also all of his appliances talk.
I guess that would be kind of the highlight of that situation. Talking bear and talking candles.
Yeah. It's like, I just got serenaded by a candle, and now this bear is just a normal-looking dude.
And he has daddy issues, and he's angry all the time.
I had to get a therapy session from a teapot, and now Ben Shapiro is trying to woo me. It's like...
Hairy-ass Ben Shapiro is after me. Oh, yeah. I whenever you stop to talk about these princesses, it's like, oh, it's cute. No, these are weird, bro.
Yeah, it's a strange. Well, because most of all the Disney musicals are based off of like Grimm Brothers tales.
Yeah,
and those are freaky. Those are some freaky stories.
Hell yeah.
Like, I'm sure you know the original ending of Cinderella is the stepmother and stepsisters getting their eyes pecked out by birds.
Yeah.
Like. Crazy stuff.
I can't believe we missed out on that from a Disney perspective. That's they missed out.
They should have done it.
Rated R Cinderella. Have you seen some of the spinoffs of these? Like the Hansel and Gretel spinoff?
No.
Where they like turn into like vampire hunters or something?
No. That sounds insane. Awesome though.
Have you seen Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter?
No.
Dude. There is some really good terrible
I think we're going to need to watch that. I think that's going to need to be
it's like on par with Sharknado.
Party. Yeah.
I watched like
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Search it real quick.
Dude.
Just get a glimpse of what is to come.
I gotta give that a goog right now.
I like that you used the verbiage goog.
Shout out to Dad for that one.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I typed Abraham Lincoln and it was one of the first auto results.
Dude, it's crazy.
This is so awesome.
Yeah,
Oh my God! Anthony Mackie is in this movie.
Yes.
That is crazy.
Yeah. It's like an A-list movie.
That is wild.
I cannot wait to watch that now.
Yeah, this definitely... We should have a watch party with this and put it on the channel. That's so good.
God, that'd be
This will
awesome.
be the first movie we do easily.
Yeah, but not even close. Okay.
That's wild.
Yeah.
All right.
Veering away,
This has been a really good first episode, I think.
And I think what better to close it out than...
So, I've got one final question for
What's
you.
that?
You are famously a big dinosaur lover.
Autistically so, yes.
Yes. And dinosaurs are something that I think is really cool, but I don't know anything about.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And last episode, we started talking a little bit about the last episode 1.
That you won't ever see.
We started talking about dinosaurs a little bit, and we ended up rating dinosaurs based on how fun they would be to blaze with. We called it big blunt energy,
BBE.
right? BBE. So what I would like to do, I have one final question for
What's
you.
your question, Jackson?
And that question is, I just want you to tell me, what's a cool dinosaur fact?
A cool dinosaur
That's
fact.
my final question. What's a cool dinosaur fact? And at the end of these cool dinosaur facts, I think we give whatever dinosaur you happen to talk about a BBE score.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's my final question to you.
Okay. Well, lucky for you.
What?
I have facts about
You came prepared.
none other than the Utah raptor.
The Utah raptor.
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh.
So, the Utah raptor,
Okay.
think Velociraptor, but bigger and cooler. And,
Bigger. Okay.
Yeah.
I hear Utah raptor, and I think it's going to be smaller.
Well, it's about 6 to 7 meters, about 20 to 30 feet long, which is huge,
That's
by the way.
really big.
Yeah. Typically weighing about 500 kilograms, which is over 1,100 pounds, give or take.
Mm.
And it's a heavily built, ground-dwelling, bipedal carnivore. Large size and variety of unique features have earned it the attention in both pop culture and scientific community. The jaws of the Utah raptor were lined with small, serrated teeth that were used in conjunction with its large killing claw on its second toe to dispatch its prey.
Is this just a normal velociraptor?
It's one that's bigger and badass.
Okay.
Don't you ever say that slander again in this household.
So is this, I might be jumping the gun a little bit, is this Jurassic Park raptor, or is this like what we know velociraptors look like now, where they've got feathers and
Yeah,
they're
it's
like
very
birds?
feather birdy, but it's
Okay.
also like 23 feet long, which is like
That's a really big
huge.
velociraptor. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's a picture. That's who you're blazing with. Okay.
Ooh. Based on appearance alone, that would be fun to blaze with.
I disagree.
Really?
This dude seems like the kind of guy that like
He
he was a recovered meth addict and he
Yeah.
will not be around this again.
He does. Now that I'm looking at it, he does sort of have weed as a vice for him energy.
And he's like angry about it.
Yeah.
So you're like, hey
Like
Yudi.
every time he smokes, he knows he's doing something he shouldn't be doing, but he keeps doing it.
Yeah, you're like, hey Yudi.
He can't get away from it.
You want a little puff pass?
Yeah.
And he looks at you like
You
you
wanna
just
rip?
killed his family.
Yeah.
That's the vibe I get.
Are there any? I saw your list. Did you have more facts that you didn't get to? Did I cut you off too soon?
No. I think that's most of what I got. They're a lot bigger than I
They're
expected.
really big.
Utah raptors are sick, but it is in the family of Raptorus, which is
Yeah.
the Velociraptor.
I don't know, because I mean, what is the personality of the Utah raptor?
I think he's got an ego about him because you think you're
really?
You're
I feel like
bigger-
that's the normal velociraptor.
well the normal.
I feel like the
Velociraptor-
Utah raptor is kind of the gentle giant version of the velociraptor.
Well, I
That's
think
what I'm picturing in my head.
Velociraptors run onto hunting packs, right?
Yeah.
Utah raptor less.
They have mean girl energy.
They have, like,
velociraptors
redheaded-
are mean girls.
I was
know?
thinking like redheaded stepchild kind of vibe.
Really?
But I could
Okay.
see
we
mean
were in
girls
very
more.
Yeah. Velociraptors have always had mean girl energy to
Okay,
me.
I respect that.
And maybe that's
So-
because Jurassic Park, because they're all women, but
yeah.
they hunt in packs.
Yeah.
They just have that
think
vibe to them.
Utah raptor's like the Harriet Tubman of the dino world.
You're treading on very thin ice,
Hear me
and
out.
I am going to prod that. I
Hear
need
me
further
out.
explanation.
Hear me out. Powerful.
Good save. Good save.
Powerful. Powerful.
Strong. Independent.
Trendsetter. Has the ability and the mindset to help, to lead. Humility at its finest.
You did not need Harriet Tubman to make this claim.
Just think Harriet Tubman was cool. Agree or disagree?
Well, I'm going to have to say agree.
Exactly. Utah raptor?
Also cool.
Also cool. 1-to-1.
Okay.
BBE score? Not representative of Harriet Tubman.
So you think Harriet Tubman would be fun to blaze with?
Dude, yes.
Okay.
Hello? Obviously.
Mm.
We'll talk about that at a different page.
She's not a dinosaur, so she doesn't fit into this segment particularly well.
Utah raptor BBE, for me, given the likeness to Harriet Tubman, I think like a 7.
7.
Strong.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, because I really think that the Utah raptor is the gentle giant version of the velociraptor,
Right.
They're the girl that doesn't quite have the same plastic looks as the mean girls, but she's
honest.
got way more heart.
Yeah, she's honest. Yeah.
I really think the Utah raptor would be a fun animal to blaze with,
Gives like Like very herbaceous hippie.
Yeah,
I like
exactly. Or, because I think the thing too, and this is only the first time we've done this, but I do feel like the bigger the dinosaur is, the more I think they'd be fun to blunt with. You know? Because, like, nobody is going to want to blaze with, like, a Compysaurus, Like those tiny little fuckers. Nobody wants to blaze with that.
Well, it's like a little pet at that point, which could be cool. If you got a homie
I don't want to blaze with my dog.
Think about, like, those pet, like, monkeys, those, like, little ones?
No.
Like not the gibbons. They're like the little ones that they use in movies that, like...
Like Abu from Aladdin?
Literally.
Okay.
You telling me you wouldn't boof with that, man?
I don't know. That feels too innocent. That feels like trying to have my chihuahua rip a bong. That does not feel...
Chihuahuas have the personality to, like, do meth. So it's like...
Yeah, chihuahuas are on crack cocaine. You're right.
What's your BBE?
But, I mean, that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, you would rather smoke a blunt with a Great Dane any day of the week before you'd smoke it with, like, a Jack Russell.
Fair. That's valid.
So I feel like the bigger the dinosaur is, the more like I'm going to give the Utah Raptor, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I think the Utah Raptor would be a fun animal to blaze with.
So we average those. The Utah Raptors BBE is 7.5.
7.5.
That's a strong start.
That's a strong start.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I think that gives us a good basis to go off of.
7.5. It's in the record.
Yeah. Well, episode 2. Yeah. I think this was really successful. I'm very excited. This went, maybe it's just because of how much better it went compared to the first episode, but I think we really did some good.
Yeah.
We did some good stuff. I'm very excited.
I'm excited
to see
for
where
the
this goes.
Next question.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for listening. I think the vibe of this is we want to try and not talk to the audience as much as possible. Yeah. But now we'll speak to the audience. Thank you guys so much for listening. Whoever you may or may not be, if we're just talking in the void, that's
all right.
That's perfectly all right. But
I had a good time.
I had a great time. Very excited. We will see you guys in the next episode. We'll also find a better send-off.
Stay getting there.
Yeah, stay getting there. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll see you next time.
We will get there.